Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rosie and this video is part of a playlist which is called my MSM Vitamin C and Collagen Hair Growth Experiment. This week I have officially been on MSM for 12 weeks and I am reflecting on my last 11 weeks. So I am starting off the video with the length check because it is very difficult to do this with curly hair. Now last week I did not do the length check, but this week I am doing it, and I just want to show you that the last time I did the length check we were at 14 inches, right? That was 2 weeks ago, and now we are close to 14 and a half inches. So what that is telling me is that it is consistently growing my hair at 1/3 of an inch every week or so. So that is really awesome. Let me take this off. This is why I don't like doing the length check, because these things get caught on my hair and then it feels like I'm ripping it. Okay, so let me do this real quickly. See? Okay, and gel flies everywhere. Okay, so yes, consistently, since I have been taking my MSM dosages together, which is a teaspoon in the morning, it was a teaspoon in the morning and a teaspoon in the evening, which is what I'm doing now because now I've started deconstructing the experiment. So since I started taking my MSM together, so 2 teaspoons in the morning, my hair really did start to grow really fast. It did grow from the beginning because when I started the experiment, I started it very slowly. I started it with just taking 1 teaspoon a day. I didn't see much hair growth at that point. It wasn't until I started to increase the dosage more and more, up until the point where I was for the last month, where I was taking the MSM, the 2 teaspoons together, where I started to really see this incredible rapid hair growth, not just on my head, but everywhere. So at this point, this is my 12th week being on MSM. So I am actually going to be deconstructing the experiment, which means I'm going to be going backwards. I've just split up my MSM back into 1 teaspoon in the morning and 1 teaspoon in the evening. Now the point of me doing this is that now I know a lot of the benefits that MSM brings to the table and what it can do for your hair and for your body. But I also want to know what happens once you start decreasing or once you stop taking MSM. It's really important for me to know that, because this is something that at this point I am planning on recommending to the girls that go to Beauty by Reina, my mother's beauty salon. I have not mentioned this to any of the girls yet, but now that I know that this actually will help hair growth, I want to be able to tell them what happens once they start to come off of it, right? Because I don't believe that everybody's going to want to be on MSM forever. You know, some people might just want to start taking MSM to achieve a certain hair length or to speed it up and whatnot, and might want to come off of it at some point. I happen to really be enjoying MSM, and I think that I'm going to be staying on MSM for a very long time. But for those who want to stop, now I get to tell you exactly what you can expect when you start slowing down or once you stop taking it. Now I will tell you that MSM is generally safe. It is actually, one second, MSM, it is recognized by the FDA as GRAS, which is generally recognized as safe, but they still do recommend that you do take a break from MSM, and that is where I'm going to be in about a month from now. So I am going to explain how I'm going to be deconstructing the experiment and when I'm actually going to be on my MSM break. So at this point right now, from September 21st to September 27th, it is my 12th week, and it is where I'm going to be taking 1 teaspoon of MSM in the morning with 1 scoop of vitamin C, 1 scoop of collagen in 4 to 6 ounces of orange juice. And then in the evening, I'm going to start taking I have been taking 1 teaspoon of MSM with 1 scoop of vitamin C in 4 ounces of orange juice, 4 to 6 ounces of orange juice, no collagen. Week 13, it's going to be from September 28th to October 4th. I'm going to be taking 1 teaspoon of MSM in the morning with 1 scoop of vitamin C, 1 scoop of collagen in 4 to 6 ounces of orange juice. In the evening, I'm going to be taking half a teaspoon of MSM with 1 scoop of vitamin C in 4 to 6 ounces of orange juice with no collagen. Week 14 is going to be from October 5th all the way to October 11th. In the morning, I'm going to be taking 1 teaspoon of MSM with 1 scoop of vitamin C, 1 scoop of collagen, and 4 to 6 ounces of orange juice. In the evening, I'm going to be doing 1 scoop of vitamin C in 4 to 6 ounces of orange juice with no MSM and no collagen. So at that point, I'm only going to be taking MSM in the morning. Then week 15 is going to be from October 12th to October 18th. At that point, I'm going to be taking in the morning half a teaspoon of MSM with 1 scoop of vitamin C, 1 scoop of collagen, and 4 to 6 ounces of orange juice. In the evening, I'm going to be doing the 1 scoop of vitamin C in 4 to 6 ounces of orange juice with no MSM and no collagen. Week 16, that will be the week where I begin my 1 month break from MSM, and that is going to be from October 19th all the way to November 19th. But I will still be taking my 1 scoop of vitamin C with 1 scoop of collagen in the morning in 4 to 6 ounces of orange juice, and in the evening I will be taking my 1 scoop of vitamin C in 4 to 6 ounces of collagen. So that is how I'm going to be deconstructing the experiment. Basically, just the way I went up in taking MSM, I'm going to be going down to the point where I won't be taking MSM for that month. Now, I'm interested in seeing just how fast will the hair growth slow down. I am hoping that because I have been taking MSM for 3 months now, that it'll still be in my system and it'll linger a little bit. But I don't know, because MSM basically your body takes what it needs and then you release the rest. So I'll see how that actually affects the anagen stage of hair growth. And that's the part, the anagen stage of hair growth is the part where your hair is just consistently growing. And then it goes into 2 different other stages before it just falls off. Now, I found out a lot of great things about MSM, not just about MSM, vitamin C and collagen, which I absolutely fell in love with vitamin C, and I'm going to be telling you a little bit about what I'm going to do about vitamin C in a little bit. But when it comes to MSM, well, it is said to treat hair loss, stretch marks. I wanted to know, and I have found out, I have not used it topically, but I did do something about some stretch marks, and I'll talk about that in another video because it has to do with another tool. But MSM really did help a bit with some stretch marks that I had. That it boosts your immune system. I think so. I don't want to say out loud because, you know, when you say something, then things happen. I have not been sick at all. And I do believe that the MSM and vitamin C have really boosted my immune system. Something else that I found is that MSM is supposed to help with congestion and allergies. Now, I have not had any allergies since I've been on MSM, and at this point I normally start to suffer from a little bit of allergies, and I haven't. I have actually been breathing a lot better. I can breathe through my nose. I don't have to breathe through my mouth, and that's been really, really great because it has actually helped me when it comes to sleeping. I am sleeping much better because I can sleep a lot better. And I've also found out that I don't snore, but I would wake up a little bit like I'm losing breath. And that's because I was not able to breathe through my nose, and now I am. And I do know that that is because of the MSM. It says that it helps with wrinkles. I don't know that. I don't really have wrinkles, so I really can't say anything on that. That it speeds up the recovery after workout, 100% it does. At this point, I can say that MSM really does help the recovery after workout. Not only that, but MSM gives you incredible energy. And that's probably why I overdid it once or twice. I had so much energy that I felt that I needed to burn some of it off, and I decided I was going to go work out, and I did, and I went too hard. But the good thing is that even though I went as hard as I did and I exhausted myself, I got to sleep really well. But the next day I wasn't in any serious pain or anything. So MSM really does help with the recovery after a good workout. Chronic pain, I did have a little pain on my left knee that is no longer there. I'll see if it comes back. Oh my God, I don't want to find out if I'm going to be, you know, if I'm going to have itchy eyes, if I'm going to be, you know, not able to sleep again. Okay. Rheumatoid arthritis. I don't have rheumatoid arthritis, so I don't know. Tendonitis, I don't have that, so I don't know. Muscle cramps, absolutely, it really does help with muscle cramps. I had a little bit of muscle cramp, and that is no longer a thing. Eye inflammation, I don't know, but my eyesight has been better since I've been on MSM, so that can be something. Wounds, yes, I have noticed that when I have had a little cut or a little something, that the wound healed a lot faster. And that is why I think that when I used MSM, I didn't use it topically, I used it, you know, just the same way, just taking it, but I used a tool that I'll talk about it in another video because I don't want to confuse people, that things healed up a lot nicer, and it helped with the wounds that I did. Okay, it was derma rolling. It was derma rolling. I realized that I created those little wounds with the derma roller, and it helped heal so much faster, and it actually did practically erase some stretch marks that I had. So yes, I'm going to say that. Allergies, absolutely, it has helped a lot with the allergies. Gum disease, I don't have gum disease, so I can't say anything on that, but MSM is an incredible sulfur, and they say that it is the third most abundant mineral in the human body. Sulfur seems to have antibacterial effects against the bacteria that cause acne. It also might help promote the loosening and shedding of skin. This is believed to be beneficial for people who have skin conditions such as seborrheic dermatitis and psoriasis. I'm going to say that that is also true because in previous videos I mentioned that I do, because psoriasis doesn't go away. It's an autoimmune disease and it doesn't go away, but MSM has seemed to help with that. Now, common side effects that that you may experience with MSM, it is diarrhea, didn't. Abdominal discomfort, didn't. Nausea, didn't. Swelling, didn't. Fatigue, I didn't. Difficult concentration, no. Insomnia, I did. I had a little bit. Headaches, no, not really. Now, I did suffer from bloating, and I do believe that the bloating came from me taking too much collagen. I doubled up on collagen, and I bloated up for about 2.5 weeks. And it was because of a comment that one of the girls left in the video when she asked me if I was taking 2 doses of collagen. I was like, yeah. That I realized that maybe that was where the bloating was coming from, and I stopped that. That was a mistake. I don't recommend you do that. Now, I'm going to go over real quickly just to, again, show exactly what I have been taking, because I've been receiving comments about exactly what MSM I've been taking, and it is the golden standard MSM. I like this stuff very much. You can get it really easily on Amazon. I'll tell you the price so that you know. Where did I put that? The MSM on Amazon is $39.99, and it lasts a long time. One bag can last you 2 months. So I think it's fairly priced. The vitamin C that I have been taking, it is this one. Can we see it? We can see it. We can see it. The Nutricoast vitamin C, and that one is $13.75, also on Amazon. And I'm telling you, I've been on MSM for 3 months, and I think I have enough for maybe another 3 weeks. So the price is really good on that. The collagen that I have decided that I really want to stay on, that I want to, because I tried 2 other ones, and this has been my favorite. The collagen peptide, it's hydrolyzed type 1 and type 3 collagen. I like it. And that one, if you use it properly, not like I was doing, where I was taking it in the morning and taking it in the evening, it'll last you a very long time. And it runs $27.95 on Amazon. So again, I think it's really, really fairly priced. Now, I did find out about another vitamin C that is supposed to be like this new, it's supposed to be this, it's vitamin C combined with some new technology. And it is from Live On. And it is this, it's a jelly. And you put it in water and you drink the jelly. Now what they say, I haven't tried it, I haven't seen it, I haven't touched it. I only saw it from Penny Smith on YouTube. Now I was really interested because everything that Penny says I like. Everything that Penny says pans out. So I'm like, let me try this stuff. Now I do like the vitamin C that I have been trying. I like it for the price. I like the fact that it seems to work really well. But I'm a curious person. So what they say is that it says, using patented technology, we wrap the vitamin C in a doubled layered liposome that protects the vitamin through the digestive system and transports it into the bloodstreams for absorption in the cells. So you get all the benefits of high dose vitamin C without the gastric distress. So basically the vitamin C is wrapped in this bubble and it goes through your system and it actually lingers a little longer, so you get to absorb a little bit more instead of like urinating most of it out. So I'm interested to see that because they have all of these claims. For example, they say that within 4 weeks you'll see reduction in wrinkles, and then in 6 weeks you see something else. And I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't know anything about it other than what I've heard and what I've read. Up until the point where I start to use it and try it, I can't tell you anything. But that is what I'm going to be taking as soon as I am out of this. I like it. I'm telling you, I like this stuff. It lasts a very long time, and the price is amazing. But I'm curious, and it seems interesting, so I'm going to try it and see if it actually works as fast as they say they do. And I'm going to tell you right now, it is pricey for 30 packets. So it's one per day, basically, one little packet per day. It runs $36.95. I bought 2 boxes, so I just spent $73.90 on some vitamin C. But we'll see what happens. So at this point, I don't think I have anything else to say. I think I've said pretty much all I needed to say. And other than the fact that I am very pleased and very happy that my hair, I mean, again, the proof is in the videos. I have recorded every single week to show the hair growth, to show how this is going. If you see my day 5 video, you see how short it was. My hair is so much fuller and it's almost back to where I had it before I had my haircut. I'm extremely satisfied. I am a little worried about, not so much about my hair slowing down the growth, but about the fact that I'm breathing better and all the other benefits, you know, that I have experienced. Like I mentioned in another video, I'm a little sad. I don't want to come off of MSM, but we should, they say. I don't know. Maybe I'll do another experiment where I keep it going and see what happens. But we're going to do this the right way. I just want to say, since I don't think I have anything else to say, I want to say thank you very much to all the girls who have liked, who have subscribed, and who have commented, and who continue to comment, and who continue to share with me. I do appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I'll go ahead and I'll post again next week, and I'll let you know what's going on. Have a good one.